Let's get to the Eagles here, gentlemen, because they are, we get it, so close to winning the Super Bowl a year ago. We saw the resurgence of Jalen Hurts, but Shane Steichen is gone, and he was the OC there a year ago. So, Wes, let me start off with you with the Eagles, because, again, 14-win team a year ago, 10.5 is the win total this year. Are we okay with Nick Sirianni? Because he lost not just his offensive coordinator, but his defensive coordinator, too.
Yeah, that's going to be a transition, I think, maybe early on. So maybe the Eagles, trip up a little bit against what looks like a very easy schedule to start. And I think probably is. And it's ironic because all these NFC East teams had very easy schedules last year by the strength of schedule metric. And I think that they do again, really, because if you look at Philadelphia, when you win a division, by the way, you're playing the other division winners.
Right.
But a couple of the division winners they are playing is what we believe to be an overrated Minnesota team and a Tampa Bay team that's rebuilding, and you get them very early in the season. So if you can go to Foxborough, and look, the Super Bowl loser doesn't get bet very often. It's usually a bet against spot. Not so much, though. I saw some 5 when we were talking with Johnny Avello and some of the markets on the Don Best screen. So there's a good possibility because not a lot expected out of Commanders, not a lot expected out of the Rams. There's a good possibility this team could be 5-0 to start the season and going and facing Aaron Rodgers and the Jets in Week 6. So this schedule, even though you look at the teams and it's like, okay, you got to go to Kansas City. You got Buffalo coming in. You got San Francisco coming in. So you got some of the league's elite, but you've got a lot of winnable games on that schedule. So it's juiced the over at 150. I would not be surprised later this summer if we see 11.5.
Yeah, according to last year's records, the opponents on the Eagles' schedule make this Philly schedule the toughest in the NFL.
Wow.
But I'm not really sure that's going
I
to
don't
work out that
necessarily
way.
agree with that.
In 2023, I'm not sure it's going to work out that way. I will say I'll be looking to play the Patriots as home dogs in Week 1. If you give me 5, and right now DraftKings is a 4.5 on this, and I expect a 5 to pop up at some point, I will bet the Patriots in that game. I think the hype on Philly is going to be a little bit over the top. And don't forget, this is the same Eagles team. Wes is going to remember this well. Jalen Hurts had to pull a rabbit out of the hat to beat the Colts on the road last season. And you're going to lay 4.5 in New England in Week 1 with Belichick all that time to prepare for the Philly offense? I like the Patriots.
And the draft hype, obviously, because I think we all gave, the Eagles an A on their draft with, bringing in Georgia Bulldogs on defense. That's never a bad idea considering what they've been doing in college football with Kirby Smart. But that's priced in, too. So you're going to get that tax, and maybe they could get a little overvalued, especially in Week 1.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.